Thank you so much for listening. My name is Maureen Heflinger, and I recorded that performance with my good friend and colleague, Lauren Nelson. We play viola together in the New Bedford Symphony Orchestra. We were so pleased to put together this performance as a contribution to celebrating Black History Month. What you just heard was the first movement of Sonata No. 2, Opus Posthumus, originally for 2 violins, but more on that later, by Joseph Bologne, Chevalier de Saint-Georges, who was an exceptional person. He was born in Guadeloupe in 1745, and his father was a wealthy French plantation owner, and his mother a slave from Africa. At age 7, he moved to France to go to school, and eventually he became a fencing champion, a colonel in the Revolutionary Army, and also one of the top composers and violinists in Europe. So, why are many people just hearing his name now? Well, we may like to think of music as a pure art, but classical music has never been immune to racist and classist traditions. We know that it's not an accident that the music and legacy of Joseph Bologne faded into obscurity soon after his death in 1799. So, what do we do now? Well, one thing we can do is to say his name. He was given the nickname the Black Mozart, which is problematic for many reasons. One of them being, well, that name makes you think of Mozart, but maybe some lesser, secondary, other sort of Mozart. And we know this is not true. So let's practice. Luckily, his first and last name are not too bad for Americans. We can just say Joseph. And I think we can get away with Bologne. His title might take a little bit more practice. So first we have Chevalier, Chevalier, and de Saint-Georges, de Saint-Georges. Good, now we've practiced. So the other thing we can do is to play his music. I'm so excited to announce that the arrangement you just heard for 2 violas is now available on IMSLP. You can also find the original for 2 violins there, with the first violin very much in the primary role, second violin supporting. But in my arrangements, I've given each player an even portion of both of these roles. I just thought it would be a lot of fun. So you'll also find versions for 2 violins, 2 cellos, and 2 basses, and the first part and the second part of both of these are interchangeable. So you can play this duet with any combination of 2 stringed instruments. And I need to give a huge thank you to cellist Stephanie Chen and bassist Pete Walsh for advising me on how to reconfigure some of the passages to better suit the cello and the bass, and for very generously providing edits. So all of these parts have finger numbers, bowings, and dynamics. Our aim was to make this beautiful music accessible to as many musicians as possible, so please, go play it.